On the way to Oklahoma, I turned into a cat. My true love was a tiger, I'm sure you can see that. I called the tiger Dolly, it was my mother's name. On the way to Oklahoma, I finally became sane. On the way to Oklahoma, a voice inside my mind demanded that my senses expand in space and time. The voice revealed a feeling of heated ecstasy. On the way to Oklahoma, I beat upon a tree. On the way to Oklahoma, I needed to eat meat. So I attacked a dog who was sleeping in the heat. While eating in the sunshine, a pleasant thing occurred. On the way to Oklahoma, I licked myself and purred.
Reality had faded, his fantasy concrete. The world he had constructed from felines and despair. On the way to Oklahoma, he came as clear as air.
Venus and it went away.
Removing his pants, he held in his hand the shriveled up land he said was a fake.
He silently traded mine for this hated lump that is shaded olive and gray.
Pointing his finger right at the stranger, he said that the danger will escalate unless we kill it, torture and spill its blood without guilt. It won't go away. The stranger was shocked when rocks began flocking around him, knocking his senses away. Like a mad hound, he was pounded and pounded till he was dead.
What have my chickens done now? She took her nest out of her pouch and made me put it in my mouth. We called her name and begged for her shaming. She made me spit and shake and scream. She made me make myself unclean. She calls out my name, but I'm not to blame. But maybe my chickens know how. I don't know why she told on me. I'm sick and sad and 83. I knew when I named her, the devil had claimed her. It must be my chicken somehow. They accused my daughter and scratched her on the face and hand. stop, I guess. What can my chickens do now? We know if we named her, God would not claim her. My pain was in vain, for they were all against me. Around her neck they tied a noose, and they killed her family too. Only her chickens know now.
We have to buy a tulip, yes, we have to buy a tulip. Oh, we have to buy a tulip, so we'll sell our homes. We will sell our clothes and we'll sell our shoes. Everything we own we'll sell to you.
Well, my doctor bought a tulip, and my banker bought a tulip, and my lawyer bought a tulip, so I'll buy one too. Maybe I'll buy 10, maybe I'll buy more. All my friends have scored tulips galore.
Yes, we have to buy. No, we don't know why. Yes, we'll buy or die. Yes, we have to buy. No, we don't know why. Yes, we'll buy or die. No, we don't know why. Yes, we'll buy or die.
Would you like to buy a tulip? Would you like to buy a tulip? Would you like to buy a tulip? You can pick and choose. I have sold my wife and my children too. I have nothing but tulips to lose.
No!
Yes! We have to buy. No! We don't know why. Yes! We'll buy or die.
One, two, three, four.
Be
white and bare. He's riding a stallion. The wind is in his hair. If he were made of china, he'd have a special stamp. Beside my china ponies, I love the monkey man. I wake up every morning and smell his golden hair. He stands outside my window and watches me with care. He smiles at all my warnings and dances with a friend. I look for him tomorrow. I love the monkey man.
The whispering voice will not go away. The whispering voice have nothing to say, but they scream and they cry and they roam and they hide from their brides. The whispering voice sometimes they are known to take children whose homes are unknown.
Seeping deeply in my blood, it turns my memories to mud and gnaws inside me like a dog whose leg is caught beneath a log. It eats itself until it's free, but I'll eat them instead. somebody burn my body. Somebody burn my body. Please, somebody burn